Greetings, salutations. We're back on the Group W bench. Gonna do Restring because it's way overdue for Restring. We got Ernie Ball Access Super Sport or Ernie Ball Music Man Access Super. All the names on this thing. So, hope everyone's doing well. Yay! Alright, this will not be a 6-minute string change because I got other stuff to do. That's a shout out to Steve Cassidy of Casa de Guitar or whatever the hell he calls his channel. I don't know what he calls it. Steve Cassidy Guitar? Sure, we'll go with that too. Come on. There you go. You're all loosey-goosey. Alright. Undo the lockers. There we go. Oh, there's some other ones. Nice. That's not unlocked them so far that they fall out the bottom. I've been there. Why do you cut your strings down at this end, Ben? Well, because I can. And I'm already down here. You can see what I'm doing, right? Yeah, sure you can. I don't know. Maybe we'll just ever so slightly. There we go. All right. Well, you guys won't want to come out now? Won't you come out to play? Come out to play. Come out to play. There we go. There. There we go. There we go. We'll just stick these over here for now. All right. Grab up all of these. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Yoink. There we go. I did note it needs a neck relief adjustment. I could have done that before I changed the strings, but they're off now. So too late. Too late. Too late. Too late for love. What? That's a terrible singing, Ben. I know. I never claimed to be Joe Elliott. All right. Oh, this is leftover string for a previous string change, just randomly sitting there. Oh, that's fine. Let's move that over there. All right. What do we got here? All right. Oh, the frets look. Let's move this in closer. Not bad. I think we can just get away with 1,000. They're just a little dull. They're not all mungy or anything. They're just a little dull. Because it's, I don't know the last time I changed the strings on this thing, but I'm going to say it's been quite a while because I'm pretty sure I bought strings for it 6 months ago at least. There we go. With the fret erasers because we can. There we go. You gonna clean the fretboard? Nope. Why? Because it's getting the way I like it. Hang on, I'll bring you in close. Switching to the forward-facing camera. Oh, look at it. You're like, oh, look at all these lines. Yeah, it's almost like you can tell where the strings were or were not. You know, play where, if you will. I know it's fancy. Well, the bird's eye and such. You're like, well, you can still see them. They just, I don't know. I think they stand out more when they get some bend mung inside. So there we go. All right. Well, back to your scheduled programming. Ooh, fancy. Look at them all shiny. The frets, that is, not the fretboard. And we're back. See, just like that. All right. So we polished the fretboard. All right. Well, you can go up higher. Well, I could higher and higher and higher. You can't hear me shaking it. It's a Mentos thing. Yeah, but it's got weed in it. I can tell. But, yep. I can tell by looking inside of it, too. Well, that's a little happy. I wonder how many years that's been there. I don't know. What was I looking for? Fret guard. Those are to be put onto a guitar at a later time. Fret rocker. Truss rod adjustment for Gibson. Right in front of me. Dumbasses. La la la. This is 3,000. I'm just gonna do a little bit of this, and I'm not even pausing or anything. It's stream of consciousness. It's less editing that way too, right? To quote one of my favorite repair people, polishing, polishing, polishing. Oh, now I just polished my thumb. Let's go back. Come on, behave. There you go. Even polish the frets that I never play on. There we go. There. Excuse me as I cough all over it. There we go. Hey! All right. There we go. Doesn't need too much cleaning. Got a little micro mesh. Pretty good at keeping my guitars cleaned after I use them. Like on a Monday live stream, I usually spend a good 20 minutes wiping them down, and so just get in the areas that you can't normally get in right now, right? Because there's strings normally in the way of impeding the progress. What's that on there? A piece of cardboard or something. Packing paper. What are we putting on it? D'Addario Excess. With all the washout. There we go. Nine through 46. They're hermetically sealed? Sure. I don't know. They're sealed in the packaging. The way that it is. What it is I should have 3 groups of dose. Yeah, there we are. All right, the low E is in fact the brass one. You can tell also because it's thicker. You know what we gotta do? We gotta flip the guitar over. So what I like to do is hang it off precariously off the corner of the workbench. You see, and that way we can just start dropping strings in through the back here. La la la. September is upon us. Of course, you could be watching this 1.5 years from now, and I'm pretty sure I just rubbed my hand across the microphone. I'm sure that sounded great for the headphone users. Yeah. After a very hot and dry August, September is kind of doing like an April thing. Cool and damp. Which I'm not complaining, because I'm really shocked that my well hasn't run dry this year. Because that happens when it doesn't rain. The water table proceeds to get lower and lower, which is pretty much where your well is going to be, right? All right. Of course, on the black back here, I see all the fingerprints and such. Apparently, I'm not cleaning that as much as I clean the front. All right, where's the other 2 strings? Oh, right next to you. Yeah, since these are so close, I had to look at the color to cheat. And the black ball end is the B string. Makes sense. B, black. Then why is the E silver? I don't know. Is there a color that starts with an E? I don't know. Not aware off the top of my head. Not saying there isn't one. I'm just saying I might not be the brightest candle on the menorah. Come on. Here we go. I don't know when this video is coming out. Probably on a Thursday, or maybe I'll put it out on Saturday. No, I won't put it on Saturday. I might though. I doubt it. That reminds me, I gotta message our good friend Charles of the 75N variety. Why? Because we got a Water Buffalo meeting tomorrow, and I haven't seen a link for it yet. Come on, eyesights. There we go. Always pull. Make sure it's open there, and because we're locking tuners, we don't need much, but I'm going to give myself a little extra for down tuning and such. There we go. And we do the next string because we can. Pull, pull, pull. So you can almost pull these just tight, you know, to be honest with you, with the locking tuners. They don't need much more than a quarter turn or a half turn. There we go. Come on. You can do it. No, I can't because I don't know where I'm looking. Oh, well, that's because it's over here. You can do it. Come on. Why won't you go in? What's impeding you? Do you need this backed off a little more? Lock and tuner that. Yep, I did the trick. All right. Pull, pull, pull. Pull. Bend up. Whoops. All right. Bend through. All right. We'll lock you down as is. How about that? But before we tune, pull, pull, pull again. Holding tension. Sure. Next. You know, I used to be able to do a complete string change. I'm pretty sure under 5 minutes, let alone 6 minutes. Especially on a hardtail. If you're not polishing frets or, you know, cleaning fretboards or nothing. Just a straight string change and nothing but. Oh yeah. Would not take no long at all. All I need is string one. That's the key right there. You know, do locking tuners speed it up? Not really. Sure. There. Right, easy there, Tom Morello, with your string ends all not being trimmed. What's up with that, right? That's old school in many ways. Remember when people used to just not even trim, they just tie them up in little circles on the ends? All the folkies and such used to do that. It's not more on the acoustics than the electric varieties at the time, but I still remember it nonetheless. Ah, the 70s. Maybe the 80s. So you always like to bend the strings facing the ceiling, so that way as they're spinning around, they're not dragging across other strings and tuners or just scratching up shit. Come on. You have one job, Winder. There we go. Of course, I bought this thing in 1988, and there's a little play in it, but I think I paid $2 for it in 1988, so I think it's paid for itself. I used to have two of them because I have my father's as well, but I'm pretty sure I gave my father's one to my sister. Come on. There we go. Trying to press a 9-gauge string through something. It's like trying to push a wet noodle through something. You know, it's just there's no stiffness due to the lack of girth. You say girth? No, girth. What are those over there? Heavy duty felt pads. Tampons de Futra Robust. Apparently felt pads is called tampons. Or pad, tampon. I see it. Funny, but not really, because they're not really the same. One's an Eden, one's an Audi. Those of us that know people of the female persuasion know these things, right? Especially if you've known them for a while. All right, let's give it a quick tune-up. Easy. My last snark fell apart the other day. Yeah, you were up actually a little high. That's what I thought. Wow, had that up to B. Sure. Just getting it close. Because I got to retune momentarily. Oh, Come on, you can do it. There's D. Come on, E, D sharp, E. All right. Then we have the string stretcher, which doesn't actually stretch strings, but seats them. And I just keep my hand over the end to keep the strings from popping out of the nut. I don't know how to wear these things. And be careful with your thin strings, folks. You can just snap a string quite easily doing this. So there we go. Get it back up to pitch. So we have full tension on the neck. There we go. Alright, I'm going to turn that off to preserve battery life. Now, what you want to do is you're going to get your capo or your capo. I call it a capo because that's what I've known it as my entire life. There we go. Into the playing position. Well, maybe what if you're Jeff Healy and play that way? Well, then set up that way. I don't know. Alright, what are we looking at? Body joint. Got a Mr. Feely gauge. Check around the 7th or 8th fret. Yeah. I was looking for a snug 8th thou, because I like it around 7. Alright, so that needs to be tightened. Like this will work. Just reach on in, huh? Let's go about there. And a little more. Looking out my back door. Tambourines and elephants playing in the band. Won't you come along? Nice. Do. Oops. Oh, there's another snark that fell apart. I didn't realize I had 3 snarks over the years. Yeah, that one broke too. It's just one. No. Oh, try and turn it on. There's no thinking about. Oh, that's all sticky and gooey because these things cure over time. Very sticky. All right, that's that. All right, let's turn the tuning back on. We'll double check because as you tighten the truss rod, it's gonna increase tension on the strings as it pulls the neck straighter. We could just double check. Intonation should be fine because saddles don't move. Same as pickup height. Yep. 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 There we go. Awesome. Now we just have to clip the string ends off. Right. So as we do that, this is where I can quote good friend Dave from the World of Fun Stuff. Say there's links to cool stuff down below. Check it out. Shout out to my patrons and channel members. You guys keep the lights on around here. I gotta get some new strings too. I'm almost out of spare sets. So, I hear the cat. Where's the cat? I think she's outside. You on the deck, Boo Boo? So for those who know, there's a window right in front of me. She likes to come up sometimes and say, "Hey, you working on guitars in there?" That's cool. There we go. Yeah, those are just round pieces of them. Right, there we go. So I've been Ben, you've been you. I set up this guitar so you don't have to. Have a great day. Peace.